Starting soon. Starting soon. Oh, we already have the first question to the Monday night Ask Me Anything. Although it's not 6 o'clock yet, so I'm not starting. Plus, I don't know if I'm live yet. Dinger. Alright, I think we're live. Yep. It now says I'm live, so now we can start. And here we are. Welcome to the Monday night stream. Today we are doing an Ask Me Anything stream, and I will answer almost anything. There are some things I will not. All right, now that we got this here, we got our first question from Michael Wall, but let me welcome everyone to the stream. Chewy, V-Stack, Cole, Joe, Coffee, Candy, Fish Tank Barn, Tampa Tom, Scottish Aquatics, the early crew. I do get here early, folks, so come hang out. And let's see who else we got in here. Turbo Fish. Now people are starting to come in. Wow, Bob's live stream have come a long way. Looks great. Triblock, thank you very much. Hey, fish heads, let me know if the volume is too low. I do have the gains on the mic turned down to try to get some better sound quality. So if it's a little quiet, let me know. And you already told me it's a little quiet. I'm going to bump this up just a little bit at a time so we can get that perfect spot. Anything? What's under the hat? Everyone already knows, John. I look like you. It's no surprise. What else? Sweet. And thanks for stopping by, John. I appreciate it. It's, oh, wait, okay. So hello, Leslie, Curtis, still saying hi to people. Hello, John, Tiger Bite, Casey, Big D Smoke. And I wish I knew how to say your name. Alhana, Shelby Ray Lane. Hello, Bob and Fish Peeps. Hello to you too. And I think we're done saying hello. 54 Punchy is here. Kaler's Aquatic is here. KG, is that KG Tropicals or the other KG wannabe? KG Tropicals. All right, so somewhere I found a question in here. Where is it? Michael Wall says, is Aquashella Chicago worth the trip? Are there any good deals on fish, shrimp, or knowledge? Well, I don't know, Michael. Only you can answer that question, and there are absolutely good deals, especially on Sunday. So if you're close enough to drive, Sunday is a good day to go because none of the vendors want to pay to ship their stuff back. So a lot of the stuff you can get for free or really, really, really cheap. But there are vendors there like Lup Diesel who will be selling, well, Flip Aquatics, who will be selling shrimp. And but I can't tell you, I've never been to an Aquashella, so I don't know. It looks like fun though. That is fine. You pronounce the second part like tsunami. It means moon in Japanese. Tsunami. Well, I'll just call you Tsunami. How about that? Oh, KG wannabe. Yes. Leslie says, I'm on the road to Nashville to see my family. Thanks for the stream. I've got about 6 hours left to go. So does that mean we're doing a 6-hour live stream? You know what? I thought I saw Victor in here too. Hello, Victor. I'm sorry if I missed you. If I miss anyone, it's not personal. It's just, you know, chat's kind of crazy sometimes. And where is the other question? We have 2 questions so far, but I think I already lost the second one. And not talking about John's question. I cannot find it. Oh, Michael wants to know, is the venue close to any good deep dish pizza? Again, I don't know. I've never been. And I don't know if it's at the same venue as it was last year. I don't think we have any Aquashella people in the live stream, so we may not find that out. Probably not the worst thing someone has called me. Trust me, with a last name like mine, it's all over the place. Okay. Yeah, I've been called a lot of things, so. Fish Tank Barn says, Gino's East is good pizza in Chicago. Maybe I'll go down Saturday, eat some pizza, sleep, and then go to Aquashella Sunday. The Fish Tank Barn, I went to Aquashella last year. In Chicago. And yeah, I heard it was really small. Like it was a really small venue. But we'll see. Katie Tropicals wants to know if I'm going to Aquatic Experience this year. Probably not. I don't plan on going to Aquashella. Definitely not the Aquatic Experiences. I think it's just not worth the price. As much as I would love to see you again, John, and have you hold me in your arms again. It's kind of expensive to go to New Jersey, and I don't know, the Aquashella, not Aquashella, Aquatic Experience is not really for like normal people. It's a trade show, so it's for like vendors and I don't know. So honestly, Aquashella is still, I don't know, probably like a 15% chance I might go to Aquashella. It's 0% chance for me to go to the Aquatic Experience, simply because it's expensive, and I feel like they don't even care anymore. Like, this is going to be the last one, probably, so I don't know. Fish Tank Barn says, yep, it was small. They're having it at the same venue. So, honestly, I feel like that's a mistake. Like, they've had enough time to plan this, and especially after Dallas was too small and people were standing in line for hours. But I don't know, maybe it won't be that way there. I don't know. 54 Punchy says, come camping with us fish nerds. Select Pet wants you to hit the like. Select Pets says hit the like. Hit the like, people. Hi, Bob and everyone else. I can't stay since I'm working, but thought you deserved another thumbs up. How about everyone else hit the button too? Thank you, my friend. Definitely hit that. You are indeed, Bob. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's the unlearning that's rough. I swear I have no idea what you guys are talking about. What did I miss? I think you're going though, John, right? Aren't you going to the Aquatic Experience? I know Corey is going, which means Jimmy is going. But honestly, I haven't really paid attention to anyone else, so I don't know. Oh, the other Bob, not me. Oh, yeah, Bob Kaler. Ohio Cichlid Extravaganza, that would be fun. I'm not sure when that one is though. Tsunami says there's a Rosades? I don't know. Pizza near the Niles. They have some pretty good pizza. So I think I've been to Chicago 2 or 3 times now. And honestly, I feel like the pizza's overrated. And I love pizza. But like the Chicago deep dish, I feel like it's kind of overrated. Not really my thing. Like New York style, I definitely like New York style. But that Chicago deep dish is... I mean, it's better than no pizza, but... OCA is the weekend before Thanksgiving. So why are all these fish shows within like a month and a half of each other? Like, are they purposely trying to like compete? I mean, you have Aquashella, then like 2 weeks later you have the Aquatic Experience, and Ohio is in I guess November is not that bad, but Michael Wall says, I'm with you, Bob. New York style is the best pizza. It is my favorite for sure. Yeah, New York style. I love it. Who else do we got in here? 74 people, not too shabby. No questions though. Of course, I didn't really plan this in advance. I did that on purpose because I didn't want you guys to have a chance to like come up with questions that I didn't want to answer. I like when I can't fold my pizza into an airplane. The best pizza is the one in front of you when you are hungry. Dan Slee, that is absolutely correct. Last chance for good weather? I mean, they could just do it when there's good weather. Like, it's not like you have to try to rush. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's like the trade show season. I don't know. Like, you think if they did it during the summer. Of course, Dallas is during the summer. But all these other shows, like, you think if it was or in the summer, then more people would go. Kids aren't in school. You'd get better turnout. But I don't know. Like, you try to, like, if I want to see my family for Thanksgiving, then I got to travel to go see my family. And so then I'm either going to do that kind of travel or I'm going to go to some fish thing. So, I mean, my family's always going to win as much as I love fish shows. John says the worst thing about deep dish is you can only really eat one a piece. New York style, you can put down like a whole New York style. You just like You can like roll it all up into like a pizza burrito. It's great. Bob, how do you really feel about the layover on the flight to see Jimmy? Well, let's just say this. If there was a layover flight, even if it was like an hour, and it was like $300, and then there was a direct flight for like $600 with no layover, I would pay the 600 for no layover. So I would pay double for no layover. That's what I think. Bob, you have to come give me the rundown on how to do all these things on YouTube. Well, first you got to start uploading videos. Once you start uploading videos, like that's the start. That's the start, Scott. You got to upload videos. It doesn't matter how bad they are. I mean, I put out some pretty bad videos still, and I've been doing this for 3 years. So the key is just getting them out. Like, even if they're bad. Ride your motorcycle to Jimmy's? That sounds like a terrible, terrible time. After about an hour on my motorcycle, I'm pretty much ready to get off. Chicago deep dish is good, but it's more of a sit-down meal than something you can grab and go. That is true. Bob, you can't fly direct into Cleveland for Jimmy. I haven't found any direct flights anywhere into Ohio. Not a single one. Mark is here. Hello, Mark. Hello, Brian. Most pizza down here in Mexico is terrible. If you don't catch them, they put 1,000 Island. Oh, ooh. What? Kaylor's Aquatic says, Mod, he skipped my question. How could I? Oh, Bob Kaylor says, Bob, can you show more reptile content or likes aren't there? It really doesn't matter at this point. Like, I've killed my channel by uploading reptile content, and I'm okay with it. Like, I'm at a point now where I can upload pretty much anything I want because it can't get any worse. So that is a good thing in my opinion. So yes, absolutely I can. And so I'm really close to getting another reptile. I was really close to getting a tortoise, but I really have to think about it because there's just something about getting an animal that's going to outlive me. Like, I would really love a tortoise, but at the same time, I'm going to have to rely on someone else to take care of it when I die. So, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm stuck at right now. Do I really want to get a pet that's going to outlive me? Like, I would love to have a parrot, but there's some parrots would outlive me at this point. So, yeah. So it's either going to be a tortoise or an iguana, because an iguana is only going to last like 20 years. I think I can get another 20 years out of this life. We'll see. Bob, I got a couple sock cutters I fell in love with. You won't regret it. Oh, I don't doubt it at all getting a tortoise. Like, it would be so much fun. And I would want to get like a trio, like a male and 2 females. And I have no doubt that it would be super awesome. But again, like, who's going to take them when I die? I don't know. Crystal's Pets and Plants. Hello, hello, hello. Maybe I can start pausing the chat so I don't miss any more questions. Thousand Island on pizza. This ain't Steak and Shake. Frisco. Oh my gosh. Like, I was blown away. We don't have Steak and Shake here. And the first time we went to Steak and Shake in Chicago, I don't think it was Chicago. Maybe it was. But it was on the way to Lucas Brett's house. So somewhere between Chicago and Indianapolis. Like, we stopped at a Steak and Shake, and I could not believe how cheap it was. It was like $3 a meal. And I was like, these meals have got to be like tiny, super tiny portions for $3. So I ordered 2 meals, and it was actually like a full meal for $3. I was blown away. I mean, I still ate them both, but I wish we had Steak and Shake here just for the price. Although, that's probably not a good idea at this point. We know, would you rather, okay. Bob's self-promotion is amazing. Yeah, I'm really good at it. Friday Fish Facts, what's going on, Ron? We need more likes here. We need 16 more people. We don't want to end the streak of 100. What do we get on Friday? Friday's live stream was really successful, especially for how cheesy it was. But I feel like that's something that I excel in, being cheesy. It was really, really fun. And we had like 130 people on a Friday morning. So this Friday, the stream's gonna be really early or really late because I have a dentist appointment at 9 o'clock, which is my normal streaming time. So I haven't decided if I'm either gonna get up really early and go before or just do it after. We'll see. If you go see Jimmy, you need to go see Big Ridge at Ohio Fish Rescue. I agree. I feel like I'm the only person that's never been there. Boy, or the other Bob, Dan, Hey Turbo Fish. Bob, has YouTube ever made you feel like quitting the hobby? Ever overwhelming? No. Especially since I cut back. Oh, and I just lost it. I lost my place in the chat. There it is. Okay, let me read that again. Bob, have you ever made... Has YouTube? No. So it's never made me feel like quitting the hobby. But I was going like pretty hard for like the first year and a half with doing 3 videos a week and 2 live streams a week. But since cutting it back to like 1 to 2 videos and now 2 live streams again, it's not that bad. Also, I have a lot less fish tanks, so it's never made me feel like quitting the hobby. It has made me feel like quitting YouTube, but it's never made me feel like quitting the hobby. When you die, you'll most likely be leaving pets behind. Anyways, yes, that is true, Aquarium Thoughts. However, like when I die, Corey can just come and pick up all my fish. Like, you know, and then resell them in his store. My dogs would be taken care of already. They've already got homes if something happens to me. So that's the problem. Like, you know, barring anything like substantial, that I'll be around longer than the Tegu. The Tegu should go about 15, 25 years on the Tegu, but when you start talking about tortoises in 60 years, I don't know. I have to get married and have a son to take. I'm too old to get married at this point, I'll tell you that much. But I do have nieces and nephew. Like, my dogs will go to my nephew for sure. No matter what odds, all your have pets at the end. Yeah, oh, definitely. Steak and Shakes are all closing? Well, duh, you can't sell full meals for $3 a meal. Like, obviously they're going to close. Not to mention sushi made with cream cheese. That sounds absolutely horrible. What's your favorite pleco for a 20-gallon tank? A rubber lip pleco. One, because I think they look awesome. They're fairly inexpensive, and they do a great job at algae cleanup. So, rubber lip pleco. I think some people call them like bullhead plecos or something like that, but it's just rubber lip. Rubber lip plecos. I ate the fries at Steak and Shakes, but the berry cobbler is great. Hello Friday. I'm gonna leave my turtles to Bob. I'll take them. I mean, I lost my place in chat again. This is annoying. I don't mind pineapple on the pizza if it's that kind of pizza, but I do prefer my pizza to be pizza and not things like chicken and Alfredo sauce. That isn't pizza. It needs normal sauce. I like the chicken barbecue pizza, but again, it still has the normal sauce on it. FIU Panther 305 says, what are your thoughts on matte filters? Have you ever considered switching over to them? Yes, and I actually have videos on my channel with matte filters on them. I've got a ton of matte filters in my garage, and I think they're great for some things. Like if I had a shrimp only tank, I would do a matte filter. My problem, and it's probably because I'm a noob or something, but was fish like jumping over and getting into the back of the matte filter. But I really like the corner matte filters. Those are pretty neat. But again, I feel like I'd have the same problem with fish jumping over. But they're super duper effective. And boy, you'd probably have to go back like 2 years on my channel. I was actually going through some boxes in my garage, and I found a bunch of old matte filters. And I don't know. They're pretty cool. I mean, lots of surface area, right? Nicholas says, first time making it to the live stream. So excited. Well, welcome, my friend. How about really early and really late? So you want 2 live streams. So I'm already live streaming 3 times a week if you count my other channel, which nobody counts that other channel. That channel is ridiculous. Especially oh my gosh. Last weekend I was laughing so hard I was crying. And yeah, now that's forever on YouTube. But I don't know that two live streams in the same day would work. Can you talk after? What are you talking about? I like cheese, pizza, pepperoni, and the occasional sausage. I'm definitely pepperoni. Like, I order pizza with extra pepperoni, and they still don't put enough pepperoni on it. Have you ever bought more tanks just to make sure you have more content for the channel? Nope. Nope. But the way I get tanks, that's why I have a garage full of tanks. I probably have like 40 fish tanks in my garage empty. If someone's giving them away for free, I'm like, ooh, I'll take it. Or pretty much that's how I acquire all my fish stuff. Is like, oh, someone's selling a 125-gallon tank for $50. I don't need a 125-gallon tank, but how could I pass up that deal? That's why I have a 300-gallon tank sitting empty up at my parents' house, because I ran out of room in my garage to store it. But it was such a good deal, like, how could I not? Wait, Bob, are you sick? I joined late. No. I mean, not that I know of. It's just theoretical, folks. Theoretical. Like, at this point in my life, a tortoise would outlive me. That's what we're talking about. Susan for SLC Aquatics is here. Hello. Is it bad that I'm using the fact that my wife and I are expecting our second child as an excuse to finish the basement, which is also my fish room? You don't need excuses. Just do it. You still looking to get a dog, Bob? Make sure you get a pet insurance. I just spent $7,000 on surgery for my dog. I could put him down for surgery. Wait, I couldn't put him down for surgery. That would fix him. So I have 2 dogs. And a couple years back, my dog got really sick, and it cost me about $6,200. It was 3 surgeries total. And then I immediately got health insurance for my dog after that. And then when the same thing happened again a year later, they told me that it was a pre-existing condition and it would not be covered. So that was another, like, it wasn't that much. It was only like $1,600 that time. At which point I canceled health insurance for both my dogs and was like, screw you guys. Who was that? Nationwide pet insurance. It's terrible. Terrible. And they raised my rates. They raised my rates like 10% without telling me. No notice, anything. And so I called them. I was like, what is this? They're like, it's only 10%. It's not that much money. Like 10% of 40. It was like 40 some dollars. And I was like, that's not the point. It's the principle. It's a principle. Yeah, it was only like ended up being like $6 a month. But it just pissed me off. Especially when they're like, oh, it's not that much money. That's like when I went and bought a car and we were haggling on the monthly payment. And the dude was like, oh, you could afford that. I'm like, don't tell me what I can afford. I'll punch you in the face. And once he said that, I'm like, get. Well, I was kind of rude, but I left. So, same kind of stance. Like, I don't know. Anyways. Well, life is so grand. Was looking forward to having my aquarium, but it looks like my disability I'm going to end up putting into physical care facility. I think I went too far down. But yes, I'm actually looking to get another one. But I think if this point, if I came home with a 3rd dog, I could start getting a little iffy. I'm spending a ton. Last month, my vet bills were $700 in just 1 month. So, yeah, I'm spending a ton. SKC says, I just spent $4,600 on vet bill for my African gray parrot who still passed away. Worst case scenario. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but man, that's. Dan Slee says, yeah, I'd be rude to some. Yeah, like, he seriously's like, you can afford it. I'm like, oh man, I was so steamed. I was so mad. It was And we are back. And you know, I really got to figure out why that keeps happening. I don't know why that keeps happening. Now I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what was the last thing you guys heard me say. I'm trained in lip reading. He is currently thanking everyone. Oh, is Veranda guy here? Hello, Curtis. I don't think I said hello to you. SDK. Hello. Everyone telling me to put the sound on. Yeah. Sorry, I should have been watching that, but I wasn't. I was too distracted being sad about how much I've been paying on vet bills. Oh, Nike girl raid? I don't even know what that means. I had a great life before the accident. Ironic, drunk driver club I used to work at, but I get to watch fish on YouTube. The stream always makes me happy. You have a great spirit. Well, thank you, Life in Liquid. Kaler's Aquatic says, I have 6 dogs and 26 tanks. Well, don't you... You're the director at an animal shelter, right? Is that you, or am I thinking about everything else? Or someone else? I don't know. Like, I want to get a job at my local shelter so bad, but I know that I would end up with, like, 20 dogs. I was going to punch them in the face. Way back then, holy cow, you guys missed a lot. Like, I was ranting forever about how much my vet bills are. Branded guy, Sneefod Aquatic, what's up, man? The wife is going to set up her 20 long. Can't wait to see this addiction of takes her. Yeah. I like your theme. Which one is it? I don't know. I'll let you know. Don't steal my stuff, though. This is copyright. I pay for this. I made it myself. This is intellectual property. Wait. Wait. Boom. Copyrighted. See that? Can't steal my stuff now. It's copyrighted. That's so stupid. Don't let your dog swim in blue-green algae. Okay. That sounds like a mess. All my people are coming over to show you some love for your channel. That is a YouTube raid. Oh, I've had that happen before. How did I not know that? Let me take a look. Let me take a look, Nike girl. I don't see your live stream, but thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. The first time that happened to me, just like this time, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, there's only one kind of raid I know of. It involves World of Warcraft, unfortunately. I knew a guy who got a copyright sign tattooed on his neck. That seems like a terrible idea. Like, I cannot decide. I'm getting a sleeve tattoo, but I can't decide of what yet. Like, I had it all planned out, but then, like, a bunch of douches stole my idea. So, now I can't do that anymore. So now I gotta start from scratch. I don't know. Dwayne, I don't steal, I just borrow. Yeah. This background is exclusive to me and the 35,000 other people that downloaded it. So, just saying. What else do we got here? You can do... of course I just lost my chat screwing around. So this one, you can do... starting soon. Ooh, fancy. Obviously, you have the live scene. Be right back. Ending soon and offline. We are offline. But the offline isn't animated, so screw this place. Now, the neon signs, those are definitely custom. You can't get those anywhere. I made those myself. A pie sleeve? Get that heck out of here. A big American flag with Ron Swanson staring confidently into the distance, but he's got to be like having steak too. For a second I thought you were talking about getting swatted. This would be a very bad place for that to happen. I hope it never does. Okay, going to head now. Much love to you all. Have a wonderful night. Simply because my dogs would go crazy if somebody walked in my front door. A rainbow fish tattooed on the back of a shaved bald head would look awesome. Well, I mean, I'm there already, halfway. Bass Pro 19, first time joining one of your live streams. Your channel is awesome. Do you think rubber lip is better than a twig catfish for a 20 gallon? Yeah, I wouldn't put a twig catfish in a 20 gallon because they actually get pretty long. I mean, they're not very active, so it would work. But the reason I would do rubber lip, again, is because they're they're like a working fish, so they like to work for their food. Whereas a twig catfish, man, that thing's not going to do anything for you. It's just going to want to be fed. But a rubber lip will go out. It'll eat food that hasn't been fed or hasn't been eaten. Well, just like a twig catfish. But again, the fact that it does algae, it'll clean up algae. I had a twig catfish, and actually I've had quite a few of them over the years, and I've never seen them eat algae, ever. Even though the internet says they will. And maybe they do, but maybe it's just not enough to be noticeable because they're not very active, so they probably don't need a lot of food. I don't know. But the rubber lips, the thing I like about rubber lips for a pleco, they're really boisterous, so they're always out. At least mine's always out. Like I can walk into my fish room at any time. The lights will be super bright and it'll still be out. It doesn't care. Hey Bob, choose one: water dragon or frilled dragon. I would do water dragon just for the habitat, but if it wasn't for the habitat, I would do frilled dragon. The thing that bothers me about frilled dragons, a lot of people piss off frilled dragons just to see them frill up, and that really makes me mad. So that's unfortunate, because if you're doing it right, you should never see the frills on your dragon, ever. Ever. Daryl Deemer with the $5 super chat, first of the night. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. No comments? All right. So yeah, a water dragon would be an insanely fun enclosure to set up. I've only heard it happening to one fish tuber. Yeah, Jeff Rose Fish Keeping, and I'm pretty sure we all know who did it too. I don't know if they ever went after that person, but it was pretty obvious. SDK says, do plecos eat Amazon swords? Oh, excuse me. Bushy nose plecos definitely eat Amazon swords, and I'm sure there's probably other species, but 100% correct. I can say absolutely without a doubt that bushy nose will eat sword plants, S-word plants. 54 Punchy, the art of fish keeping. That is where you were wrong, Bob. My twig catfish cleaned my tank in 3 days, and I had to start feeding them. Never any algae in the tank. Well, like I said, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm getting the wrong kind. But seriously, mine never ate algae, and they never even moved. I think there might be a couple videos on my channel of them, and they're always in the same spot. Always. Bob, is there any reptiles that can live in a group? Also, most active reptile you know of? Matt, there are lots of reptiles that can live in a group. Snakes, geckos, skinks, all kinds. I wouldn't even know where to start, but there's, yeah, ton of reptiles. Also, most active reptile you know of? I can tell you the most active reptile I have ever owned is just those simple, cheap, little, long-tailed grass lizards that are like $5 at PetSmart. I used to have a colony of those, so there's one that can live in a group. I think I had like 5 or 6 of them in a 40-gallon tall, and those things were constantly moving. I mean, I would just like... This is back when I was like 15, so probably, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago. Like, I would just sit in front of my tank for hours and just watch them. And like, it's funny because my tank wasn't in front of the window, but my chair was. And like, all the other kids in the neighborhood are like, what is he doing there? He's just sitting in there staring at the wall because I couldn't see my tank. But yeah, anoles can be in groups. There's so many reptiles that can be in groups. Let's see. Aki monitors can be in a group. Absolutely. That's going to be a very expensive group. Random Guy says, I would do a frilled dragon only if you get your hands on the Australian variety. The bigger, they're bigger than the New Guinea cousins. Also, I would think that the frilled dragon is better if you want to be more interactive and hands-on. I feel like that would be better for you. If you're looking for something more interactive, you can do that with a water dragon, but I feel like a frilled dragon would be better. Ever had bad luck with autos? Nope. The secret to autos is making sure you're feeding them. I only like putting autos in like super duper seasoned, well-established tanks, and they'll always do great. I kept them. So I used to have this 55-gallon grow out tank for plants, and I for growing all my plant clippings and everything. I had autos in there, and they bred in there. It was awesome. So it's really like, I feel like not like the dirtier the tank, but like I said, like the long term, more established, they'll do a lot better. Mine move around. I guess I've been getting duds. Jose said frilled dragons are like puffers, in that if you're seeing the behavior that makes them unique, then you're not treating them well. Absolutely. Like I said, you should never see a frilled dragon frill up. Chewy LTD says most reptiles can live together to a point. It gets a little hairy with monitors and alligators, though. Oh, we have a new member, and I'm gonna call you. It's either Sodi. Sorry, I'm just gonna butcher your name no matter how I say it. But thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. We lost 3 members last week, but now we gained 1 back. So hey, we're back on the positive side on the streak. I was calling them as a lizard. Later, people. Gotta go back to work. Thank you, Aquarium Thoughts, for stopping by. So jealous of your Ackies. Yeah, Ackies are like, those are like something I hope to own one day. Like they have always been on my list to own. Henning Basilisk is not fun. I want Sylphin dragons. Like out of all the dragons, I want Sylphin dragons. And I want the bigger ones that I can't remember the scientific name of right now. After I pay sales tax for my car, I'm going to save up for either an Ackie or a water dragon. Whew. Water dragon. It's going to be expensive. Yeah. Dansley says, didn't you gain members? Yeah, so we were at 26. And then we gained 4 members on last Monday's live stream. Then we lost one immediately after the live stream. So we were at 30 for a second. Went back down to 29. And then after my last live stream, I don't know, I must have made some people mad, but I lost 3 more. Or, you know, there could be many YouTube glitches. I don't know. So I don't really watch it that close, but like 30 is like the next tier when you unlock more features. So that's why I've been watching it the last week or two. Ackies are my holy grail reptile. That's like me and blue tree monitors. Yeah, blue tree monitors. I don't know why I questioned that. Blue tree, green tree, yellow tree, even black tree monitors. Tree monitors are definitely my holy grail. Ackies are so much fun. Consider that a simple water dragon would probably take about the same amount of cage as a trio of Ackies. Don't the water dragons get like 6 feet long? Oh, I'm thinking water monitors. Water monitors. Never mind. Species of monitors and species of crocs come into play. I used to volunteer at Calgary Zoo. I can handle lizards, but snakes give me nightmares. I love snakes. Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to get down that wormhole either. The Prasinus complex of monitors are a lot of fun. Prasinus. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. All right, what else we got going on here? We need your guys' questions. We need your questions. Hey, we made 100 viewers exactly. That's like 6 weeks in a row of 100 people, which is super duper awesome. I will drink to that. Ah, yeah. Some good old H2O right there. Bob, what are your thoughts on snake racks versus more elaborate setups? I have absolutely no problem with racks, especially when it comes to like your typical ball python that don't do anything anyways. My very first ball python, I made this like custom enclosure for it, and all it did is hide the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, that's what ball pythons do, but I still thought it would be cool, and it just wasn't cool at all. I took it out and moved it into a tank with a hide, water, and heat, and it was just as happy. So, Tiger Bite says, any update on your pond build? Not yet. So I am waiting on my retaining wall cinder blocks, which are currently being taken down. And I was supposed to pick them up like 2 Sundays ago, but when you want stuff for free, you kind of have to the wait. And so I've been told they'll be ready this Sunday. So I'm going to go pick them up on Sunday. Then I'll get the retaining wall in. And then I got to find some fill dirt. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as, because they're backed up against the house. But I don't want like fill dirt. Like I don't want the dirt on the house, right? I don't want dirt on my siding. So I got to build some kind of wall back there. And I haven't really planned that part out yet. I'll figure out, wait till I get the cinder blocks in. But yeah, so that's where we're at with the pond. And sorry I missed it. I think you've asked that a few times and I keep missing it, or my microphone mutes or something. What is your next fish purchase? I never know. Technically, I have some more rosy barbs coming in on Thursday. And I gotta tell you, I saw my rosy barbs for the first time since I added them into the pond a couple days ago. I think it was Friday or Saturday morning. It had to have been Saturday morning. And they look amazing. So the pond had like millions of mosquito larvae in there. They cleaned out all the mosquito larvae in like a day or two, which was crazy. But now they look absolutely insane. They are so red. The tips of all their fins are like just jet black. And oh man, do they look good. I've tried filming it and it doesn't. Guys, I have a GoPro and my cell phone is all I have to film with right now. And it's been pretty rough. And it just doesn't come through at all. The GoPro in the pond doesn't look good at all because it's never bright enough. And I do not know what I'm doing wrong with the GoPro, because Corey films with the GoPro, and it surely just can't be Jimmy's editing that makes it look amazing. I mean, Jimmy is pretty amazing when it comes to that stuff, but like I've even looked at, like I actually went down to Corey's house and looked at like raw footage side by side with him filming and me filming. I don't know where I'm losing it. Somewhere along the way, like I'm just losing it, the quality somewhere, and I can't figure it out. And like his one of his Israel farm videos, he filmed all with a GoPro, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing underwater. But anytime I film with the GoPro, it just looks like 480. I mean, the last video that I put out last weekend was filmed with the GoPro. It just looks terrible. So I don't know. It's pretty frustrating, and it's honestly very demotivating. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Anyways, lurking while I play with my dogs and the hose. Hose, like garden hose, not the other kind. Teeth do not really bother me. It's more venom that bothers me. Are those barbs less aggressive? I got tiger barbs, and I wish someone would take them off my hands. Yes, I would never own tiger barbs. The rosy barbs, I don't really see anything yet. I think where I'm going to run into a problem is I have 5 males and 1 female. So I think that might be a problem when it comes time for them to get frisky. I'm going to feel really bad for that female, but I really want eggs. I want them to breed so bad. So I'll go back. Thursday is when the rosy barbs come in. If I can pick up some more females, I'm going to pick them up. But I'm telling you guys, these fish are from Petco, and they look absolutely stunning. Man, you put fish outside in a pond, and I don't know what it is. If it's the rain, the environment, the bugs, whatever it is, man, they color up. I mean, the guppies in the other pond look way brighter, way more vibrant. I'm telling you, I'm going to go all ponds, all outdoors, all the time. No more aquariums, because... And 2, like, the maintenance is so much easier. I just drop in a garden hose. You know, that's it. That's all I gotta do. Every weekend I just drop in a garden hose and fill it up with water. So easy. Somebody asked earlier about a chill way to catch a large pleco without disturbing the plants in their tank. Any thoughts? Do it at night. It still could be messy, but your best bet is to do it at night. Or actually, for a pleco, you might try it during the day, but I feel like when the lights are off, I know they're nocturnal, but I feel like scooping it in there, getting a net in there unseen is a lot easier at night. Caleb Overhauls is here. What's up, buddy? What do I got? What do I got for you, Caleb? I saw your gecko today. It's looking pretty sweet. I'm super jealous, and I'm glad it's doing well. The way I caught my old bristlenose was I chased it with a piece of driftwood, then I lifted the driftwood up. Oh, see, bristlenose are really easy to catch. You just put a tube in there. That's all you got to do, at least for males. Unholy Orders. What's up, Bob? What's up, Unholy Orders? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Maybe I'm wrong. What's my favorite community fish? I bet there's someone in the chat that could answer what my favorite community fish is. The guppies in my totes have transformed as well. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to getting my rainbow fish out in ponds next year. I want to order like 100 yellow rainbow fish. The Herbert Axelradi. I can't wait to see what they look like. I want to get them. Okay, Mike. So you asked me what my next purchase was. It's probably not gonna be my next purchase, but my next like planned, unspontaneous order is hopefully getting like 100 yellow rainbow fish in the winter, grow them out by spring, and then in the spring put them in a pond. Like, totally. Oh, I can't wait to see how good they will look. JH Aquatics is here, says, rainbows. That is right. Rainbows. Definitely my favorite any fish. Dwayne Perry says, my Bosemani died when I put it in the tote. So some Bosemani can be pretty sensitive. That's pretty true about a lot of rainbows. I would go slow. Like, you know, I'm a pretty big plop and drop guy, but I feel like taking rainbows outside, I would probably do it slow. Like a trickle acclimation or something. Mike says, Imperial has nice yellow rainbow fish. Yes, but I don't want to pay retail. That's my problem. I'm trying to be like, you know, maybe some wholesaler out there would be like, hey, and I got pretty close to setting up a wholesale account, but they found out I didn't actually own a store. But I was so close to getting my own wholesale account on fish. So yeah, I might like, when you go to these wholesale places, like, first of all, like, none of them will do online fish stores, none of them. And so they like, you need a storefront. So I've been like, they make you, first of all, I have a business license, so that's not the problem. I have a business license, I have a reseller's permit. I pay the fees every year like an idiot to keep my LLC going. I don't know why. Actually, having an LLC right now is really sweet for tax purposes. But anyways, that's not the point. They want storefronts, and so a lot of them make you send a picture of a storefront, and I've gotten pretty close to sending in a photoshopped image just to get that wholesale account. I don't know if I'd ever actually send it, but I've gotten pretty close, I'm just saying. They said that all you gotta do is order $14,000 worth of fish. I'm talking about like the smallest one. So there's one that only requires a $300 first time order and then $200 repeat order. And then there's another one that was minimum order was $200. So there's some out there. But I either need to find like a breeder that's bred like a buttload of yellow rainbows or something. I don't know. Would it be strange if I added a rope fish to my community tank with angels, golden bars, and blood parrots? Absolutely not. I don't know how the blood parrots would get along with them, but I know all the other fish, Leslie, they would do just fine. Rope fish are definitely a community fish. Steve Aquatics, I fell so in love with threadfin rainbows. I'm thinking about adding a metric ton of them to the 75 instead of the larger community fish as originally planned. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, rainbow fish, if you're patient, rainbow fish are well worth the payoff. Unfortunately, all my giant rainbows have tuberculosis, so I haven't shown them on my channel at all. The whole tank is pretty much useless to me. I can't do anything to it. I can't take anything out. I can't put anything in. It has its own dedicated hoses for water changes, and the chances are all my other fish are already infected anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, blue eyes over rainbow fish, or you know, there is a blue eye rainbow fish. So are you saying that that's the best rainbow fish? I'm confused. Get Dean to breed some yellows. Well, I want to get them. Realistically, I say 100, but realistically like 20 of them at wholesale is still really expensive. But if I can get 20 and grow them out super fast and get them in a tote by spring, just and then fill the whole thing with spawning mops, then yeah, I think I could breed a ton of them. Rachel O'Leary doesn't have a storefront and she buys wholesale. Maybe talk to her about how it's done without a store. So she imports. I don't want to import. I don't want to get an import license. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So yeah. Very guys, Sneakbot Aquatics, would you not risk using the same python on 2 different display tanks, considering the fish for both are always quarantined and not showing illness? I use one pump and one, not python, but I have the aquarium version of the python in every single tank except for the one with the sick rainbow fish. Show us signs of fish tuberculosis and rainbow fish. So, I mean, I definitely could do that. It is fairly obvious, but I guess if you've never seen it before, I don't know. It took me a while to figure out that it was. I don't know that it took me a while to figure out that it was tuberculosis, but I think I just didn't want to believe it. There is a video of them on my YouTube channel. Maybe I should just change the title. That's what I'll do. I'll just change the title of the video that's on it now, on my YouTube channel now, and then you'll be able to find it. Like, because it is on there, but I don't even remember what the title of it is now. But I'll find it and change the title of it, and then you can see what it looks like. But it's bad. I don't know, Dwayne, if it's that specificular. I don't know if it's that specificular strain of myobacterium. If I remember right, there's like 6, 7, or 6, maybe even 8 different strains of it. I don't know which strain it is, but it's definitely one of the strains. But I don't know. Like, I was gonna take one of the fish in for a gill scraping and have it tested, but it was like $300, and I'm like, I don't really need to know what strain it is. Because it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's bad news. And yeah, so they would end up killing the fish, which honestly, out of all the experts I've talked to, I have private messaged people, pretty significant experts, and they just tell me to put down the fish. But the fish don't show any signs of like sickness or illness besides physical, like as far as like the physical wounds that are on them. And those wounds come and go. So, like, their quality of life doesn't seem to be suffering at all. So that's my problem. They tell you to waste the whole tank and let it dry for years. Well, that's definitely not going to happen. I'm just kind of letting them live out like their twilight years. They're super old, especially for rainbow fish. I don't know, but I was reading, what was it? Diana Wallstead. I think I was reading an article from her that like they estimate like 70% of all fish in the hobby have it anyways. And so really, what's the point? And honestly, like all my tanks would be infected now because I used to do water changes with one pump in every single tank, like even when that was going on before I figured it out. So it's just one of those things, like, chances are all my fish have it now. They're just healthy enough for it to not affect them. You're a fish nerd when you go on vacation to see family and all you can think of are the fish stores to check out, kind of like Antiquing. Yeah, I used to be that way. I'm more that way with reptiles. I'm not really that way with fish in this area because all the stores kind of have the same thing. So, like, when I go down to Seattle, there's stores that I've never been to before, but I'm just like, what's the point? Or even like down to Tacoma, which is like an hour away, hour and a half away. Stores down there, they all have the same thing. And so I'm just like, I've seen it all. But I feel like if I go to California, I'm still like, I could go to fish stores. There's a couple good ones, but most of them are just going to be saltwater. So I don't know. Should I feed fish on vacation? I mean, 2 to 3 days. I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, like, let's see. When I went to Chicago, we were gone from Wednesday to Sunday, and I I didn't feed my fish. I mean, they could go like 7 days, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. I would keep them thinking of it as a hospice tank. Yeah, the problem is that it's a 125 gallon tank, and I'm like, there's so many things I could do. Still have the 125 gallon nano. Nope. As well, I haven't really shared that on my channel. My members know about it because I do post updates for them, because they do deserve something. I mean, I don't know, they're members. The tank is still there. I've pulled out almost all the plants. So the Pogostemus stellatus octopus was like halfway through the tank. I pulled that out. It's now out in one of the ponds. And then what was another plant? There was some Reptile in there that was doing really well. That's in a different tank. And yeah, so that tank is in the process of getting tore down. The 125 gallon above it is the one that has the rainbow fish that I don't know what to do with. So yeah. But I am taking both those 125 gallons down. I'm probably going to move all the rainbows to like a 75, or maybe even downsize them to a 40. I don't know yet. Bob, what are those tetras called that the males turn really red? Red phantom? I mean, I don't know. I would guess red phantom tetras. Maybe Google that. See if that's the one. The males turn really red. Ember tetras are red. That's all I can think of. Red phantom and ember tetras. Finally answered the question. I'm pretty sure I just answered 2 of your questions in a row. Red arc coral, red angelfish, serpes get super red. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a hard one to narrow down. Unholy orders. The coral red pencilfish are amazing. I wish they weren't like. I mean, how much? I think those are like $12 each, aren't they? Aren't they pretty? Serpe tetras. Oh, yep. I want a ton of red phantom tetras. I don't know why they're so uncommon. Like black phantom tetras, you could walk into just about anywhere and get black phantom, but the red phantom ones, you hardly ever see them. Ever. I need to get some of that Pogostemus stellatus octopus. Yeah, you do. Yep. Not for me though. Oh man, Rachel messaged me like 6 months ago and was like, "Hey, can you send me some octopus?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And here we are 6 months later, and that just reminded me of it. I totally forgot. Whoops. Oh well. It will melt in the mail. I don't know. Back when I sold a lot of plants, I never really had any problems with octopus. I had problems with stargrass and guppy grass melting like almost instantly. It's like as soon as you put them in the box, you close them up. By the time you get to the post office, they're already dead. I swear. Dwayne Perry says, "I have octopus if you need some." Yeah, I've never really had any problems with it shipping, and like if you look at Co-op, they sell a ton of that stuff, and so I don't know. Maybe you just had bad luck having people send it to you. I don't know. Favorite plant? Well, the octopus is definitely up there, but honestly, it's probably jungle val. Just plain old simple jungle val, American val, any type of val. I love it. Hellfry always melts. Yeah, I shipped that one about twice before I cut that one off. I was like, never again am I shipping that. What else? Like pearlweed, like the dwarf pearlweed has always melted on me. Monte Carlo has been hit or miss. If I sell Monte Carlo in vitro, obviously in a cup, this ships really well. It's in a cup. What else? I don't know. It says stargrass and guppy grass. Like I had to like refuse. Like people would beg me to send them some. I'm like, no, it's just waste of time. It's not gonna work. Tissue cultures melt too. I guess yeah, in vitro tissue culture, same thing. No. Nope, nope, nope. Hellfry is really cool. I just don't have the water for it. Like Hellfry wants really, really hard water, and that's like the exact opposite of what I have. My worst fish keeping blunder was a bag of frozen clams left in the car. Yep. Hey, get out of there. I don't know what you're chewing on, but you shouldn't be chewing on it. Yeah, that was definitely a pretty big mistake. Boy, that smelled nice for about 3 weeks. Oh man, I've made so many mistakes that I feel really bad about. I almost killed little Steen once. Like, I almost murdered that poor puffer fish. I had the python in the tank draining it, and normally I put a hand clamp on it so it can only go so low, but like it was just sucking it lower and lower and lower, and of course I got distracted, and the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I'm draining a tank, and I walked down there, and it was drained, like the water was drained all the way into the gravel, and my rainbow fish and puffer fish were like flopping around on the gravel, and I was like, holy shnikes. And yeah, so that could have been a mess, but I didn't lose a single rainbow or the puffer fish, obviously. I guess I could have lost the puffer. I mean, I feel like it's been at least a year since I've shown it on the channel. I'm just kidding, it's still alive. But even though I didn't lose any fish, that was probably one of my worst blunders. Killing my goldfish was a big one. And that was putting it in the garage and assuming that it would stay cold enough, but the tank got up to like 90 degrees on a hot streak. We had like a week of like 100-degree weather, and so that was stupid. I've left bloodworms rotting in my fish room many times. What else have I done? I killed a fish once again, water changes, like these poor fish had to pay the price for me to lose, or for me to like learn a few lessons on water changing. Like now when I'm doing water changes, I don't do anything else. I don't get on my phone. I don't leave the fish room. I don't do anything. Because one time I was moving in a pisto and I netted it and I had it sitting in the net, but it was like resting on the tank. So the net part was in the water, but of course the top of it was out of it. But I was also doing a water change on that tank and draining the water. And of course, I got distracted and the water drained out and it suffocated and it dried in the net. And so, yeah, after that, that was like my prize male Episto. He was super beautiful. He was the Episto that used to be in the banner of my live stream, the super orange or triple red. I don't know. It was a couple years ago, so I don't remember if it was a triple red or a super orange. But yeah, I killed that fish, and ever since then, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I don't bring my phone in the fish room, nothing when I'm doing water changes. So yeah, rotting bloodworms can't be good. It's really not. It's not good. JJ Aquatic says, Dan, I tried tissue cultures on Hellfry 2, melted, and yeah, they don't like my 40 ppm water. Yeah, they won't even grow in 40 ppm. No way. No way. Double red, Dwayne, it was a triple red, and I'll pull up the picture right now if I have to, but it had red on the anal fin on all 3 fins, so it was a triple red. PTSD from water change accidents, yeah. I mean, I don't even care about overflowing tanks, like, but when I do something stupid like that to kill a fish, then yeah, that's, I don't know. Can't even, especially the goldfish, man. That goldfish still hurts. Like, I still have not bought any goldfish since then, and it's been probably like a year and a half, and yeah, I still haven't got back into goldfish because of that. Like, I'm still pretty butthurt over that. My bad. Do people really have bloodworm allergies from handling them? I don't know. Like, I've heard that that's a thing, but honestly, I don't know for sure. He's buried in my strawberry patch. Uh-oh, what happened? I killed my favorite fish, buddy, by feeding him frozen beef heart, and will never forgive myself. It was a big, beautiful electric blue Jack Dempsey that would follow your finger. Yeah, when you do something that just So if a fish dies of like natural causes, that's one thing. But when it's something that I've specifically done to cause my fish to die, that is absolutely like the worst feeling ever. Definitely, Cole. Definitely getting PTSD. Better get a drink of water. Make myself feel better. And I feel I need some Life Aid right now. Yep. Life Aid. I'm trying to think. Reptile wise, I don't think I've ever done anything that's killed a reptile. I've lost one when I moved. So I moved houses and I lost a Madagascar velvet gecko. But 6 months later, the homeowner called me and was like, "Why is there a gecko in my shower?" So, well, I did lose it. I got it back like 6 months later. So that was kind of funny. Okay, Bob. We know that's white lightning. I'm confused. Age Aquatics, I'll send you a message later. I can figure out how to get you some cuttings. Oh, Otter Creek Aquatics is here. What's up, buddy? Hey, it didn't work. You guys have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, but I changed the Bob emote there, and it didn't change here. Maybe it takes a minute? I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Buried. Oh, yeah. So anyways, back to your strawberry patch. Yes, I have a lot of fish buried outside. I did last fall. Overflowed the 600 gallon for about 2 hours. Killed all my spanner barbs and trade Aurelius barbs. That was brutal. Yeah. It's whenever like you do something like that. I don't know. That's why the goldfish still kind of sets me off a little bit. When I think about the goldfish, when I think about the apisto, when I think about doing water changes and forgetting to put the tops back on the tanks and having fish jump out, like that really kind of gets to me. So, but if there's ever a fish keeper that says that they've never killed a fish, you pretty much know never to listen to that guy about anything, because he's definitely lying. And liars are the scourge of the world. I need suggestions for my 40-gallon tub, Bob. Pseudomagil fricatas. Get it. Breed Pseudomagil fricatas. Breed red neon rainbows. Breed. Everything I say is going to be a rainbow. Everything. Mr. Fax Machine, what's going on, buddy? Michael Wall in 2016. I tried to net this one betta I had for some reason and accidentally pressed it against the glass. I think I broke its swim bladder. I literally take all the time in the world now netting. Yeah, I learned the hard way about netting. What was I gonna say? Plecos. Like I try not to net plecos at all anymore, especially bushy nose, because I killed a male bushy nose from netting it one time. Oh, Dwayne, you reminded me that we are out of time. Thank you. Now we're going to end the stream. Everyone can thank Dwayne. Except my blue eyes, you're mistaking for rainbows. You say blue eyes, I automatically think Pseudomagil fricatas, because I'm pretty sure their common name is like blue eye forktail rainbow or something like that. I don't know. I'm watching my platies while listening to the stream. Platies don't get enough love on YouTube. Too common, I guess. I tried to find platies for my outdoor tub, but I would have had to drive to Aquarium Co-op, and it just wasn't in the cards this year. Maybe next year. Everyone thinking, Dwayne. Guys, if I didn't have a room full of fish and reptiles and 2 dogs to feed, I would absolutely stay late, but I cannot stay late. Fridays, we have more flexibility. Kind of the standard time for Friday is 9 a.m. But like I said, this Friday is going to be a little different. Depending on how early I get up, I might do it at 7. If I don't get up early, then I'll do it at like 10:30-ish. I got bumblebee platies and I love them. Yes, I want hyphen variatus platies. That's what I want. It's the only thing I ever want in this world. That's it. Just a simple, 70-cent fish. That's all I want. Aquatic Ma, Kang Lee, Daryl Deemer, V Stag, Unholy Orders, Candy Overhauls, Jay White. I gotta thank Daryl Deemer for the $5 super chat and the new member that I cannot pronounce the name of. Man, that's the worst. It's SODI, Sodi, I don't know. Sorry. Don't hate me. Don't unmember. Don't unmember me. Anyways, so I hope to see you guys. I'm not even gonna schedule it until I do it. It's probably gonna be after. Let's be realistic here. So probably like 10:30 on Friday. The Friday stream's gonna be a little crazy. I'm planning some more kind of ridiculous special effects. Hopefully I can finish them by then, but you never know. Yes, Priscilla, you are late. So thanks everyone. We reached 100 viewers again for like 6 weeks in a row. I love it. I love you guys, and I'll see you this Friday. I guess I can't say next week anymore. This Friday.